ladies and gentlemen, you're still tuned into the live broadcast of the MTN Bushfire Festival taking place in Eswatini TV. Now, there's a lot that has been happening in the MTN Bushfire Festival. We have been dancing up a storm, and with me right now, oh man, I am joined by two lovely human beings. One of them, he is a songwriter, a DJ, a music producer. We got introduced to him back in 2018 when he dropped his much-loved album, Africa to the World, and we've since fallen in love with him each and every time he goes into studio, because we know he is about to give us nothing but fireworks. And obviously, there's definitely not riding solo. He is with the amazing Msaki, guys. Sun L took the stage yesterday, and Msaki is about to go on stage. And these two big performances, I'm like two that I was looking forward to. Guys, welcome.
Hey, that's a great intro.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Now, I will start with you, Sanele, because you already had your performance. To us, MTN Bushfire is one of the biggest festivals that we have in the kingdom of Eswatini. How did you find the crowd?
Man, how do I even describe what I was going through last night? Amazing, you know, the energy was just great. The people were just dancing, you know, it was beautiful. I really enjoyed it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I was just watching Agana Mali the other day. I'm like, yay, time flies.
Hey. I know. That's tough.
And I would also love to know from Saki what you're expecting from the crowd, because I know that you jumped in when Sun L was playing yesterday, but what are you expecting from the crowd today?
Yeah, last night was really fun. I mean, I got to join a great set, and
Hijacked set.
yeah, I got hijacked, but I enjoyed it. And yeah, today I think more just it's showing another side of my love for music, where I started with the acoustic journey and just guitar and voice, you know, and then having the band make some of the songs just more alive. But I think this is the kind of crowd where you can really show all sides of yourself and be understood.
Yeah. So since you guys work together, what makes you tap into that element of being creative? Like, what inspires you to create more music?
I'll give that to you, Msaki.
Well, I think just having really healthy creative friendships, you know, is good. You need to be around people that make you want to make stuff. You need to feel relaxed enough to go into your bag and see. And sometimes you don't know if it's good, and so that the whole comfortability and just knowing that it's a safe space and you trust the space, that's what makes me feel creative. I need to feel relaxed, and I need to feel like I have something to say with whoever I'm working with. Yeah.
I'm sure she has a question for you guys.
Now, I want to get into your relationship, guys. You seem pretty close. It's like a relationship here. It's more than just a working relationship. You guys gave us 2 hits. Obomi Abumanga, Best Friend, and those are my favorite, by the way. But I want us to tap into Obomi Abumanga. I don't think you guys understand, to most of us out there, the song is, how can I put it? It's more spiritual. Like, I usually get goosebumps whenever I'm listening to it. What inspired it?
Yeah, that's great. You know, I think it's Msaki. You know, I was a fan of Msaki before we even started working. So when she pulled through to the studio, we had a little discussion, you know. I wouldn't say an interview, but it just it was more of a conversation, right? And we just sort of like predict what's going to happen to the people as a lockdown and COVID was just being gay at the time. So we sort of wanted to make a song that will keep people going, you know. But then I have to mention this, we were not sure of the song. Really? Yeah.
We didn't know if we liked it.
I was like, I need to come back and just do some more recordings and stuff. But again, you know, because it came from a spiritual space, the way we designed that whole thing. Eventually, people were like, hey, we're liking this one. Maybe this should be the single. And that's how it came about, really. Yeah.
And I'm sure the people at home are dying to find out that what is the amount of preparation that goes on into festivals such as these ones. As an artist, if you are coming here and you're coming to perform, what amount of work do you put in? Like, is it like a jamming session at the studio, or it's like real work, like we have to get things done type of preparation?
Yeah, well, I guess it differs because mine is more for DJ space, and Msaki is a live performer, you know. So I know she's panicking right now because she's about to go, and the nerves are here. So so she can speak on her behalf.
Yeah, no, we just with the band try to figure out the set. We have a rehearsal or 2 or 3 if we can, but we played in East London together at the Guild Theatre 2 days ago, And we just discuss the set, get ready, and warm up, and just try to give the people our best. There's no formula.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to come to you, Sanel, because you gave us a collaboration with our very own Polocha, who is one of the most talented human beings that we have in the kingdom. How did the collaboration come about? And Mautabanga, are there any other artists ala eka Eswatini lo banga no man, this one, I like to collaborate with this one.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's beautiful. You know, I got introduced to Polocha, I think through Msaki, really.
Oh.
I can't even remember with how, but I know she's been around him more than me, you know. And then I think the first time I heard Polocha was through Tenderness, Ichiga. I was like, oh, this is where I need to be, you know. And at least I'm a fan of both Tenderness and Polocha. So I was like, Polocha, this really, I'd be honored really to work with you. So we came to the studio and we made 2 songs, and we actually made 3. Only 2 made it to the album. So yeah.
And I'm sure being in the music industry, there's people that you get along with, other artists. What would you say is the best advice that you've gotten from someone that you look up to in the music industry?
Such a great question. You go first.
No, you go first.
He knows, I mean, this guy's been here for ages as well. You know?
You go first. This is yours.
Best advice. Okay, so maybe, let me think.
I'm trying to think as well.
It's so hard being an artist, and we always see you the glitz and glamour, and we think everything is going okay. But what about those moments that we don't see when you're actually with someone in the same circle and they're like, hey, yo, keep going? What's the best advice you've gotten?
Sheesh.
Actually, I've gotten really good advice from this dude. He's watched some of my shows, and I get so in my head sometimes, especially when things aren't going right, and you can't always control the situation. If the sound is doing something weird, or even today, I'm gonna focus on that. Just be like, keep my energy, my positivity up, even if I can't hear myself. It's not the audience's problem. And because I'm so transparent, sometimes I let it out. And he was like, no, you can deal with that afterwards. But in front of the people, just give them the best that you can. Don't give them the issues that you're troubleshooting in the back, because they might not even notice what you're dealing with. And now you're putting it in front of their face because you're struggling, you know? So it's the same. I think we found each other as this Hamburg with system of music, and I found myself a sister, you know. So there's quite a lot of things, because we're kind of roaming in the same space. We both own record labels. We both have artists under my label Z. So, you know, it's been a lot of just really dark and beautiful moments that we've been going through. So yeah. I can't even pinpoint. There's so many. But yeah.
Now, before we let you guys go, this question is directed to the both of you. You are always giving us hits that we're jamming to, and music when is sort of timeless. I can listen to Ubomi Abumanga 10 years later and still jam to it. What's your secret? Because not to pull yourself not produce my hits, hit after hit.
Do the producer.
Well, the formula is not to go into the studio and think you're about to make a hit. You make something that you feel. You make something that you want the next person to team. You know, I think the biggest formula is to make uplifting music. You know, that's the whole formula for us, because music uplifter, you always go like sad, you always go like happy, and uparamise from wherever space also. So yeah, that's the formula right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think another thing that we love about you guys is that your music, not that African sound. It just reminds you that you are African. You just make us to be proud to be African, guys.
Amazing, Thank you.
That's an amazing observation, because I check, like, when I look at the other DJs all over the world, you know, this even just the way you've kind of framed your stuff, you know, African EDM. There's a unique selling point that the world needs and is picking up on, you know. Anywhere we go, like, there's a way that this music sounds different in a lineup where people are playing, you know, electronic dance music. This has some soul, this has some kind of sensibility that points you to home, and that's also what I like about his production.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Msaki, good luck on your performance. We are
I'm out. Thank you so much.
And you, Sanele, enjoy the rest of the MT and Bushfire.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for joining us,
That
was Sanel, musician, and the amazing Msaki, beautiful people of Eswatini, just giving us an insight about their performance. So now you have to introduce to keep it locked in on Eswatini Eswatini TV because Msaki usatoya stage ayos performela. And don't forget, you can also download the Eswatini TV app for only 20 Malangeni and catch all the entertainment there. But right about now, let's enjoy some more entertainment on the main stage.
And then the time so did the man walk to Tibacho. So did the man walk to Tibacho. Not yet. So did the man walk to Tibacho. Do not fuel their fire. But look at them, make sure that you're looking at them. If someone had told me I would have been here in the morning. If you had told me I would have been here in the morning. Ni warm go kuni right? Ni warm.